Well, Neca's at it again. Hello and welcome to Modern Toy Fair. I am your host, Mr. Modern Toy Fair, and I am joined by the founder of the Neca Illuminati, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator of pre-orders, the perfect person, the two-time daddy, my YouTube wife, Mrs. Modern Toy Fair, Jarmar_Games. But that's not all. I am joined by the newest member of the Modern Toy Fair family, the consumer of all things vile, one of the former co-hosts of the Figuratively Speaking podcast, Cory. And last but not least, I am joined by the man known as Bearded Spice. The man Modern Toy Fair has full custody over. The man Optimus Prime popped and he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the Master of Mac, the three-pump job of taking the show off the rails, Nate. How are you guys doing this week?
Hello there.
Fantastic.
I'm okay. I'm cold.
Are you chilly?
Explain the hoodie.
I am. It's. Yeah, but the temperature is regulated or whatever because it's finished. So like.
Finished doing what?
I don't know. But I was outside today. It was cold. It was rainy. It was not like it was yesterday.
Not at all.
All right, so real quick, you've probably noticed by now that the audio isn't matching my video. So for the first couple minutes here, something happened because we had to switch the way we record now that we're doing 4 people, and for whatever reason it wasn't recording my audio, so I am voiceovering this part later in post-production. So this week we were discussing the new Neca sewer dio for Donnie's laboratory. It went up for pre-order at the time of recording. It's once again $300 plus shipping. You do get technically, I think, more pieces, like accessory-wise, than you did previously, but it's a lot more smaller stuff. And it just kind of really is surprising, one, that this is getting made, because they said if the other one didn't perform well, then they wouldn't do another. So either a lot of people did not vote with their dollars and just complained online but then still bought it, or maybe they made more than we thought, or the threshold was a lot smaller. So this week I wanted to talk about if this offering was more worth it.
Did any of you guys get the first one?
No, we were all
No.
such fans of the last one too, which is ironic. No, I mean, it's gonna happen. I hope they continue with the line. Like, I hope they continue to make more, and someone has the perfect diorama set up in their basement or house or whatever they have it. But every time, it's just gonna constantly be sticker shock with these prices of being 300. And if they continue with this, I feel like it's just gonna go up even more over time. So like, it's just wild. It's insane. I do feel like technically you get more on this, right?
I'm gonna take it away. No way, no how. I'm not. I can't. I couldn't justify the last one. So this one's definitely. It's cool for who's gonna get it. But man, that's kind of ridiculous in that price. I'm waiting for the not bootleg, the third party ramen toys sewer playset. It's going to be $150 and triple the size. Sorry to advertise the not bootleg stuff.
I feel like
No,
it's
I mean,
gonna come up
we
eventually.
talked about it last time. I'm pretty sure the episode was this versus that.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of right there with you. I'm still going to hold out for that. It sucks though, because it looks really good. I just wish the price was more reasonable.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's just a backdrop. Like, it's not. It would almost be more reasonable if it came with like an exclusive figure and would like carry that, that completist responsibility with it. You know, people would be like, oh, now I have to get it because it comes with, Splinter with sunglasses on, or I don't know, like something unique to it. It would justify the price more because, plastic walls and plastic floor is not worth $300 to me.
Yeah, especially in comparison to the city dio they did. Like if you compare
Oh yeah,
the size of that and also just in general how flimsy some of the pieces felt for that, they'd have to completely like do a night and day difference for me to feel even close to it being worth more than that.
and I bought 2 of those.
Technically, I think I bought 3 over time because I bought the one for the movie, one for the tune, and then I bought one of the daytime ones.
Mm.
And do you have none of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
How do you move something like that, like to someone else? Like, is that just a local pickup?
Oh no, that was shipping. Yeah, shipping was a nightmare. And of course, my as you can see, one of my lights just fell.
Okay, I thought that was.
Yeah, tonight's just riddled with problems. So,
I think your
Well,
house is.
oh, it probably.
I think you guys are being ridiculous on this. I think this is awesome. I think it's totally worth the money. I think it's obvious where all the money went into. It's packed with. I can't even try.
I was like, this is a
can't
bit,
even, like,
right? Like,
I
there's
was
no way
sitting
he's serious.
I was sitting here trying to be like, okay, well, how can I disagree? How can I fight about this? And I couldn't even come up with like this is preposterous to me. Like on $300. So already you are 665 if you count that stupid portal thing that I got suckered in.
And if you add in the 60 for the accessory pack to get the TV and stuff.
Oh, there's that too,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't do. Well, I did, but then I didn't.
Yeah.
I gave it to you guys. And you're right. Obviously, they must have made enough of the first one. I don't know of anybody who got one. Do you guys know, like, either personally or virtually, like, have any acquaintances or people that you talk to that got one?
No, not at all.
Nope.
I mean, BFC didn't get one, right?
It's not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, he'd be the only person
At
I
least
would
I
have
haven't
thought
seen
of.
it.
But like,
Yeah, I would have.
I mean, I've seen people in like some little groups, other Discord servers I'm in that have been like pretty excited about this, and ordering 2 of like the last one and getting this one. So it's definitely people that exist, obviously, right? But yeah, I'm just curious of like the quality. I don't know if that's where you're kind of going, but I wonder if it's like really, really, really good quality, because I haven't heard anyone scream from the rafters that this is like legit. That's the only thing.
Right. Like, I mean, I'm looking at the city scenes or whatever because they're right next to me, because I have the movie one and the cartoon one still. And as far as I know, those, well, they're both nice.
Well, yeah, but that one just came with so many accessories.
Yeah, it did. It came with a lot of extras. And like, I think these can sit on top of those, so it's like that wide. And like, yeah, I get that that's kind of big or whatever, but it feels like you still got way more here than with 3 walls and a floor. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm crazy, and I'm speaking, with the experience of not having one. I just have a hard time. I mean, the Hiss tank was $350, and it's roughly maybe the same size, but like, it does a bunch of stuff. Like, you open it and like people go inside it. Plus, I got people to go inside it just to go with Cory's
Got several people
of having exclusive figures of some kind, some sort of variant or repaint or something.
It lights up.
Yeah. And there's parts that you can swap out for different parts. Like, this barely gives you parts. Like,
yeah,
not even a rug.
Yeah. Well, I got a rug from you had to get your rug from the Splinter, I think.
Yeah.
So like, you don't even, you have to. I mean, yeah, I guess you have to have all your stuff to fill it out, but you don't even get all the stuff
with it
when you get it, because like you guys said,
Oh, you get a rug with it.
preset for
The first one
TV?
you did get a rug. You got the little
Oh, you did?
circle
Oh.
turtle shell rug. So that I
Oh,
do
the
Oh,
remember.
but not the
yeah,
big,
so you
like,
didn't get the
dojo.
actual
You,
other
you
rug.
didn't get the karate floor rug,
Like-
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm changing my mind.
So-
I'm changing my mind. I'm getting it now.
Well, it's too late. That one's gone.
Oh, yeah.
That was long.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're getting that one, you're spending probably like 500 instead of 300.
Well,
So,
so
hopefully, anyone who orders this and needs their portal, hit me up.
This is all employed to sell Nate's portal.
Yep. He's like, this is a
Yeah.
great idea, guys. If you need a portal, though, I got you.
Hit
Yeah.
me in the comments.
Let me know.
So I have to wonder, like, there has to be a minimum order on these for them to even make it, right?
Mm-mm.
And I can't.
Well, I think
can't speak-
even like maybe they're not telling us that, but there has to be.
there
I
has
mean,
to be.
they said since the beginning that they are going to make it no matter what with the pre-orders.
Right. So they're gonna make
Like, yeah.
however many they needed to
Mhm.
make.
Right.
So they'll have,
And I can't say for this, but there's been other things that NECA has made recently that have been made to order items that are not, because so I have a friend of mine and he picked up the Loot Crate Monsters figures that are based off of the Burger King Happy Meal. So they're like recolors of the Universal Monsters. And I was over at his house last weekend, and I'm looking at the Frankenstein and the creature, and I'm like, man, these are just so cool. I wish I would have got them. And he was like, well, all I did was I contacted Loot Crate and was like, hey, I missed out on those. Can I still buy some? And they totally straight up were like, yep, just buy 2 crates, and just in the message, just say which ones you want, and we'll ship them out to you. Like, it wasn't even like an exclusive thing. And then so I tried it, and I was like, hey, which Universal Monsters crates do you have? And they totally sent me an email back and were like, yep, we have all of them in stock. Just order as many crates as you want, and then just put in the comments like which ones you want, and then we'll ship them to you. I was like, wow, like that was like super easy. And then I realized, I was like, never mind, I don't want to.
All right then.
I like logic like kicked in, and I was like, I already own like 1 set of these Universal Monsters. They have like 4 now out there. I was like, I don't need clear creature from the Black Lagoon. What am I thinking? So I didn't do it, but yeah, they were just like, yeah, go ahead. So I don't know about this. Like, maybe in 5 years we're gonna see a bunch of these at Ollie's or something, just like hanging out, because something's going to get shipped somewhere. Costumes.com is all of a sudden
That's
going to have
probably,
a bunch
yeah,
of
that's
stock.
probably more than likely.
Yeah.
or when they're set up at shows and stuff like that. I do want to say though, like, we're having fun kind of shitting on it, and because that's what we do. And I stand by our right to shit on it, because it's our right. But if this is your thing, cool, man. If you look at this and say, yes, I want to $2.99, they're ripping me off. Like, if that's how you feel, then great. I am so happy for you. But this is just not for me.
I just want to clarify real
Go
quick.
ahead.
You said $2.99. They're ripping me off. Like, was that a slip, or were you just making a joke?
Freudian slip.
Oh, I meant to say that
I'm ripping. That's what I thought you were trying to say, but then I thought maybe you were just sticking with the bit. And
But yeah, it might be more of a Freudian slip. Oh, either way. Yeah.
it's so expensive that you can't even joke about I'm ripping them off. That's what I'm getting from this.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what?
like-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You know what I would have paid $300 for is a NECA version of the original Playmates one, like to make it look like that, like have a cityscape on top, all of the kind of actiony features. That would be more fun for me anyway.
Well, I guess you could. You would just need one of these, one of the other ones, 2 of the cityscapes. So that's 900 plus the accessory set plus the
So
I
it's
can get you a
1,020.
deal on
Say you got a good deal on
the
the portal.
portal.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're looking at $1,000 for your ultimate. You can do it.
You could, but it wouldn't have that telephone pole swing like the original.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
With for $1,000,
That would
I would hope.
like couldn't they have added that like as a fun little? I just the lack of anything like extra or like I don't know like I honestly when you were talking about this, Michael, I didn't even look at this yet. Oh no, wait! You actually do get a ceiling slash.
Yeah, you get a foam
Is that correct?
core. Yeah, you get a foam core like piece that sits on top, set with the city can
wow.
sit or the yeah.
That way we're not like
Oh well.
incorrect.
Let me
You know.
retract my statement.
That changes everything.
Like
It's
didn't
foam
look at
core?
this.
From what I can tell, yeah. I haven't seen one in person, but it looks like it's foam core.
Is it officially licensed foam core?
Probably.
So I just went to the website before we started recording, and I was thinking this was like a little add-on to the sewer set. So I legitimately was not expecting another $2.99. So I'm scrolling through these pictures to be like, what am I getting here? And literally, it's just like computer components,
The layout,
a table, and some. I mean, it's woo, woo.
It feels like there's
I mean,
more there
gotta
than the
be
last
like-
one, at least. But
They gotta be like, all right, how
Yeah.
or this is going to be in such low numbers that the factory was like, yeah, it's going to be this, this, and this, and they're making like $8 on each one, but I doubt it.
I can't see them making it at that point because they don't give a fuck enough to be like, well, we're gonna fucking make $8 per thing.
Yeah, and I hate to be that guy that says it should cost this, so I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say what I think it should cost because I don't know anymore.
I'll say what I
don't
would
know.
pay for it.
But yeah,
That's
what
fair.
I would pay for it, I would not pay more than $100
Ooh,
for it to me.
I'd say one.
But that's just me. Like
I was
but
gonna say
that-
200
I know
at least.
That's it's just a big shoebox / aquarium
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Those are expensive.
know, Yeah.
Have you
they-
bought an
shoebox
aquarium? They
aquarium.
ain't cheap.
I mean, I've
They're also
had
made of glass.
a few over my lifetime, and maybe I should have spent a little more. Let's just say that. I don't know.
Poor fish. One thing that we could say, and we maybe could swing this a little bit positive, is that maybe products like this are maybe they're making a decent enough profit, hypothetically, that it can help to soften the blow for all of the things of like, declining possible sales and stuff like that. So where they're making some money back that can allow them to continue dumping more money into like the Ultimates line. So giving us last running figures for sure, or maybe letting them tinker in different properties or something. That's the only thing I could think of.
I feel
That-
like though the
I'm
Ronin
just trying to
line is
make
so
it
successful
positive.
that it's funding itself. Like, let's be honest
I know,
here.
but I'm just trying to make it a
I
positive
think-
spin
I
on
think-
it.
I think almost all of them are, except maybe those like weird colored comic book ones. Those ones seem to be sitting around a while. But man, like, where are the Mighty Mutanimals? I want the rest of those guys.
Yeah, I haven't really heard
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, they kind of.
The lack of stuff that was on the 12 days of downloads this year was shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to look forward to, and the fact that we don't have Toy Fair right now. Yeah, maybe this is it. And again, for some fans, this is awesome. This is all they buy, and they're so excited for this, and that's great. And I hope it does fund other things. I hope it is successful. It's just
I
it's
just
just
wanna
not
see
for
it.
me.
A Technodrome, like, I just want to see it happen. I know.
So you don't want to buy it because it's gonna be like $400.
I know.
But
I
you
just
want to see it.
400? You think it'll be 400?
The turtle
It'll
van
be
was
like
$250, and that's gonna be
I
twice the
think
size
it'll
of
be
a.
like, I'm gonna say like 5 is where
Oh, you
See,
meant
that's the other thing too. The turtle van being 250 and this being 300. I just
yeah.
No, you could put the turtle van inside of.
Barely. Like that's like
Barely.
that's a fucking
but
close gap.
It's still similar, and there's just so much more going on there. Now,
I
granted,
agree.
I never looked at mine, but I just feel like because I paid for that one, I did buy that one, so like I must have saw the value there where I'm not seeing it here. But at the same time, if this is the only way that something like this gets made, because we could easily turn this around into something that each of us cares about. Although this is weird because Ninja Turtles and Jarmar are still like not having it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of like if they came out with like a $400 Death Star thing that I could put on top, I probably would buy it. Like,
but it wouldn't even be to scale at that point. It would be like the old stuff where like back in the day where your figures looked like massive inside there.
Well,
Death
because
Star's probably a bad.
they would
no,
sell
I mean a 3 3/4 inch.
Yeah, but that's still like to have it in scale. It'd be the size of the fucking room you're in.
Well, not
He's
like
being-
not
he's
like
got-
an actual
yeah.
scale Death Star, but I'm saying like they came out with like a modular
Like
system
a
that
floor.
you could
Mm.
like.
So
put,
the
like,
outside
different
didn't
play
necessarily
areas.
look like it, but they like had like spots.
Yeah, you had
okay.
you had the
I
different
get
spots
you.
from the different
I
movie that
get
you could
you.
like modularly
In my
stack
head,
on top of
I was
each other.
thinking about
The entire.
back in the 90s when they had like the itty bitty Star Wars figures and they had the little like half dome for
Yeah.
the Death Star and it opened up,
No.
but they still looked massive in it because
No.
Yeah.
No, like
imagination.
but I still don't know if I could pay $300 for a room.
Yeah, that's I think the biggest hang up is I don't know who mentioned this, Michael, but I know someone. It was me, you, and some other person. Where they said like you are, photography's your thing for like toys, so that adds more value to a set like this
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, like I am the turtle guy. If I was to get this, it would just be like, cool, put it on my shelf, all right, that's it. But then also because of size restraints that I have on my own, like, thing, I'm not going to want to put like 5 characters into that little space there. So now it's like, now I have to put them somewhere else. Now I can't have them do this, but like, it just becomes more of an encumberment versus like an enjoyment sort of thing. But I can't say that I don't see the value. I don't see their value, but I could see why you would want this in your collection. Especially like if all you collected was like the animated, like the Toon stuff, and you weren't like into The Last Ronin and like, the movie Turtles and stuff like that, and you have been buying everything, this is like kind of making a killer display. But like,
I will say on that note, if all I collected was turtles in general, I'd probably consider it because I wouldn't have as much money going out. Like with me, I have Mafex where I'm spending $100 almost per figure if I don't get them from the import sites. So if I don't have that collection, that frees up so much more money to where right now we're in a lull where there's not a lot of turtle stuff coming out to where that $300 might not look as bad because I'd have more, expendable income.
That's fair. But I would even argue that I'm just giving my argument for myself, but it's not even so much like the money of it. It's just like the longevity of like, am I going to be really happy with this versus me taking this $300 and just buying like the next 5 or 6 or 7, different like figures and stuff that come out or 2-packs. What am I talking about? That's like 4 things now. But yeah, like it's
yeah. Like, would you rather have this, or would you rather have $300 worth of figures?
Right, and that's I guess that's where I go to instantly of cost. Like we have the Mezco turtles of $400. That's $100 more, and I'm getting 4 turtles.
I mean, yeah, mathematically, that's almost 10 Ultimate figures.
It's a weird comparison, but it is like it's tough to justify that. That's why I think that's probably why the price is so off-putting to us. Not that it's not something that you would love to have. If it was free, I'd be like, cool, I'll take it. Hell yeah.
Well, of course,
But,
anyone would
you
take
know.
if it's free.
You hear that, Neca?
There is a,
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
channel that
really,
actively
Neca.
shits on
I mean,
NECA on a regular basis and
I
had an
told
entire
you.
summer of
Yeah.
Turtle Watch NECA Illuminati shit, and we're gonna get free shit
Change
from
our mind.
Randy.
We also buy enough NECA shit that even if like
Throw something
like
in
we
there.
don't shit on them enough. Like we buy enough. I mean, if I turn this to the side here, there's NECA's
There-
fine in this house.
I mean, I do have 7 Utrim bots.
Yeah. So yeah,
There
Cory,
is
how
a-
do you want to take an offhand guess how many NECA figures you have in your space right now?
I don't,
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't
lot.
wanna-
It's a lot.
Yeah, they're good.
It's would it be triple digits? You think?
Oh,
I think
wow,
there's-
that's a good question. But yes, if you count
Well, yeah.
Turtles and the movies and
There's
Ooh,
over
Yeah.
100
There's
Predator
so many
alone.
Predator.
yeah, definitely.
There is a running gag on like every NECA Facebook group that turtle fans will buy anything, and I think NECA
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
because NECA the NECA Facebook groups, they're like getting angry because it seems like they come out with so much turtle stuff and they're kind of sliding on all the other, like Predator. Definitely their Predator was a huge seller for them, and now they like don't come out with anything, even the things they've announced like years ago. They're like, where is the Pred Aliens and all this stuff that we were kind of promised so long ago, and it seems like it's just kind of gone by the wayside. I wonder if that has something to do with Disney, though.
Yeah, they said it wasn't going to affect things, and who knows? I mean, we did get a Prey figure. I'd be curious. I'm hoping we'll get Romulus figures, but who knows? It took forever to get that Prey figure out. So
Yeah.
I don't think they even realized they were going to make it until that
Yeah.
movie was like Busters.
Yeah. And maybe that was their own decision because they got burnt so bad on The Predator, which I still think those figures sold even if people didn't like the movie.
Not to me.
So Jarmar brought up something interesting though about it could be worth it if you're into action figure photography. If only there were a magazine that could help you with that.
Oh my god! Because that was my cue, wasn't it?
That was. Yeah.
But listen, hey, you know what, Jarmar? Going back 10 minutes, you are correct. And honestly, if you have an interest in toy photography, or you're looking to improve your camera skills, or simply looking for inspiration, you can also buy a $1,000 turtle playset, and then pick up Toytography magazine, and they'll have everything that you need to be able to photograph it and not wish that you had spent $1,000 elsewhere. There's in-depth interviews with skilled artists. There's tips for lighting, composition, and other areas of photography. Figure posing, which is awesome, and working with props, because a lot of people don't really properly know how to pose figures. They have an artist wall, contest, and more. The quarterly magazine is available digitally or in print, so it covers both bases. I go back and forth which I like having, because I love having the convenience of everything on my tablet, but I also love a physical copy and could put it somewhere and be like, oh, I have all these magazines. So you could have both options. You can even do both if you want to. Visit their website at www.toytographymag.com. I don't know why I put the www in there, mostly because it was written there. I probably should have put the http:/:/ I don't even know what that is anymore.
HTTPS.
Yeah.
It has to be secure.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Thank you, Nate. Link will be in the description below. You can still pre-order March's issue. It is quarterly, like he said. You can also go back and order all of the old issues along with it. I have mine on order. I'm waiting to get it. I'm excited, especially because it'll be the first issue that we are in. So,
Yay!
On that note, let us know in the comments down below where you stand on this wonderful sewer layer. I'm sorry that we didn't have any graphics set up. I prepared graphics, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, I didn't have the new layout for all 4 of us set up with the graphics. So, It is what it is. Tonight was just all sorts of
Just
errors.
go to the website.
There was some microphone
Go
errors.
and
There
look at
was
it along
some
with us.
issues with the graphics. My light fell. Like this episode's pretty much in the toilet anyway. So let us know in the comments below. I'm very curious to see, will you be picking it up, or if you are in the camp of this is outrageous.
If you are getting it, honestly, we want to hear from you. We don't want to like make fun of you or like, you know, point at you and like tell us why you're excited. Like let us know. I'm down to be excited for you.
Yeah, tell us why it's worth it.
Give me a reason.
Yeah. Normally this would be where we'd have some Patreon input, but due to some last minute topic changes, we don't have anything for that this week. In the meantime, though, if you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe. Helps us out and gets you into toy-related content in your feed. We've got Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Modern Toy Fair. If you're a fan of the channel already, and if you're a fan of the channel and you'd like to help us out, you can head over to patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair. A bunch of different tiers of different rewards. Link in the description for a free trial down below. You can check out Jarmar over on TikTok at Jarmar_games. Cory, would you like to let everyone know where they can find you?
You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at Vile Consumption. This weekend, I will be in New Jersey, hanging out with Brad Dourif, the voice of. He doesn't know it yet, but we are going to hang out. Matter. So it'll be fun. Monster Mania, Cherry Hill. So if you're out that way, come on, stop by. Say, hey, I know you. We can talk about action figures all day long. I love toys, probably more than horror, definitely. So would love to talk and hang out. And I might be drunk. I don't know.
Well, that is awesome. Unfortunately, they will need a time machine to do that because we record a week and a half in advance. So.
Oh. Come see him at Horror Hound.
Yeah, come see me at Horror Hound. I'll be there. Just replace Monster Mania Jersey with Cincinnati Horror Hound.
There you go. Nate, do you have anything for us this week?
I don't. I was ill prepared. You did not send me anything to read, and therefore I cannot think on my own. So,
yes, this was a
.nate.com.
This was a very shit show dumpster fire of an episode.
It's what we call in the business little loosey goosey.
It's a transitional phase of going from 3 to 4. It's definitely got a little bit of a learning curve. So on that note,
we went from a thruple to a frupple.
Oh, that reminds me of
something. Oh my god. Hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.
To do it now.
All right. A huge thank you to our Patreon members. Is that what it is? Are they members or are they followers? Sukma Tank, Jason Miller, Haven Hernandez, Aaron Samples, the 45th Lyric, Christopher, and last but not least, Boogeyman 13.